The life that we're living, bro, it is as hard as most people don't even see it because we need to work on ourselves for ourselves. We don't come from privileged families where it can be handed out certain things. We are privileged enough to have certain connections. No, we need to start everything from zero, from scratch, and it requires a lot from you because you understand that if you flop or even if you fumble, you won't get it back. You might get it back, but it will be harder than it should be. So, as someone who's actually coming from a humble background, I come from a family where we're not privileged enough to have certain things. But I don't like talking more about where I come from. I like talking more about what I can do, what I can offer on the table. Because having to talk about where I come from, I feel like it doesn't give what it should give. I'm not giving enough information of what could possibly happen because when I talk about my background and so my situation, I feel like at least you have a background of where I'm coming from. At least you have some sort of information of where I'm coming from. But it is not as important as having to learn what I also already know as an individual that can possibly change your life. So I believe in having to talk about what we are capable of, what we can able to do together, me as a creator and also you as a consumer or even as a creator. So I believe like if you're someone who's coming from an unprivileged background, you can't afford to quit, you can't afford to fumble because if you do so, the people that believe in you and also believe in your capabilities will be let down simply because you did not become what they expected of you. So it's out of you to actually choose, make the right choices, and also as much as making the right choices is very crucial for you, and also for the people that depend on you. Having to do what makes you happy, it is also as important as having to choose the right path, I mean the right career. Because if you were to do something based on I want to make the society proud of me, but what about yourself personally? So those are some of the things that you need to consider when you start making those choices if you are young and also even if you're an adult because being an adult doesn't simply mean that you have made the right choices to be where you are. Sometimes you came across or even you just stumble upon certain things that change your entire life, but it might be something that you're not actually happy about. But if you make the right choices, you will consider having to do what you love. At the same time, it is the right path for you, or even the right choice for you, which comes down to what you're aiming for, what you're dreaming about. Because I've seen that, and that most people are at a point in their lives whereby they are successful, but they did not do something that they dreamed of. And I don't want that for you because if you do something that you're not even passionate about, it kills the inner you. Of course, you will make money, of course, you will become successful, but having to do something that makes you happy, that fulfills your heart, bro, is uncomparable, it's unmeasurable because it gives you that sense of purpose, it gives you that sense of pride because you know from deep within that you did something that you actually love. And as much as doing something that you love, you're doing something that you're even passionate about, which makes your life great. Because I believe like if you do something that you're not even proud of, how will you get the strength or even the courage to teach others, to enlighten others with what you know? Because you did something that you're not even passionate about. Take it like this. Let's say, for example, you are someone who's actually selling drugs. I know I made a bad example, but let's say you are someone who's selling drugs and you have the money, you have the success, but deep within you know that you're not actually happy because you are making money and also at the same time you are destroying other people's lives because all you cared about it is success and also money. You were selfish enough to consider having to take that path or even route of being a drug dealer. So That's what that's the point that I'm trying to make with that illustration, that it doesn't matter what you do, because if it mattered, most of you all could do something that you not even thought you could do for you to actually make money and also become successful, which is not what we're aiming for. We're aiming to become better as people, and throughout that journey of becoming better as people, we have to understand that we need to do something that makes you happy and also at the same time fulfills your heart and also gives you a sense of purpose, because at least you know that from deep within you are doing something that you actually love. You know that feeling that comes with having to be proud of yourself, that at least you did something that you never thought you could do, which makes you happy and also fulfills your purpose at the same time. That feeling, bro, it is unmatchable, because it gives you that sense of pride that I'm the one who did 1, 2, 3. I'm the one who built that business. I'm the one who made this YouTube channel a success. I'm the one who made certain things a success, because you worked on yourself, because you worked harder to make your vision come true, to make a dream to come to pass. So those are some of the things that you need to consider as soon as you start working on yourself and also working on your craft, because if you do something that it is actually against your purpose, you would be unhappy. I believe so. As I've made the example of being a drug dealer, at least you have money, but you're not happy inside. You're not even fulfilled, because you know from deep within that you did something that it is against your will, that is against your sense of purpose, your life mission. And it is about time where we need to change our ways. It is about time where we change the way we do things, because if we continue doing that, we'll end up unhappy, and also being unhappy, it will lead us to do things that we don't even like doing. For instance, you'll end up taking drugs. We've seen so many people being successful. They have got the money, they've got everything that you can imagine, but their life, it is miserable. It is unpeaceful, because they decided to take a route that they took a shortcut, I mean to say, to get to where they are, which is having to sell drugs, which is having to do 1, 2, 3 that is not actually aligned with who they are. And as soon as you reach that peak, you start to understand that where you were trying to get to, and also your way of getting to. The point that I'm trying to make is that your way of getting to where you wanted to be was not the wrong way. The right way was getting to where you should get to, with the way that is harder. I'm not sure if you do understand the point that I'm trying to make with this example, but all I'm trying to say is that we need to choose paths and also careers that are actually aligned with who we are and also what we're trying to accomplish. Because if we try to do what's against our will and also our life mission or even purpose, we end up losing ourselves along the way. Sometimes not even along the way, but when you get to where you wanted to get to, you start to realize that the journey was not a problem. You were the problem. That's the point that I was trying to make with this illustration. The journey to get to where you wanted to get to was not the problem. You were the problem. You need to work on yourself. Start to correct your mistakes. Start to envision yourself to be a better person, to be the best possible version of you. And it will require a lot from you, because to take that bold decision, it is very hard, bro. It takes very strong people to actually realize that They need to work on themselves. They need to work on their craft. As much as working on a craft is very crucial, you need to make higher value choices along the way, which will make you a higher value man or even a higher value woman. Those are some of the things that I wanted to delve into on today's video. I'm not sure if it did depend to find value, but if it did, please let me know in the comment section on what value you picked out in this video. And also guys, for more life-changing information, there is a book called The Visionary by Duncan Mnisi, which is more like a destiny helper that will take you from where you are to where you deserve to be at. I'll leave the link to the book on the description box. On that note, if you are new into this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have been, and press the notification bell so whenever I get to upload, you will be the first one to be notified. On that note, I'll see you guys on our next YouTube video. This is your boy Duncan Mnisi. I'll see you guys on the next one. Subscribe.